Over the years we have made many garden beds, we've even bought garden beds. There are different products and different materials you can use to build your beds. The reason I'm using Douglas fir is every bed that we've built using Douglas fir is still in use. We've used cedar, we've used metal beds, we've used beds that we bought from the store, and they all start to cave out a little bit. The Douglas fir has held up really well. It's not costing a lot of money and they're really easy to build. And the key thing to do is plan your garden out accordingly based on shade, based on the amount of hours of sun it's going to get, but also how you're going to maintain it. We've made the mistake in the past of not having enough room to get mowers in there, or just putting a terrible weed fabric down with stones on it. This time we're going to be doing a lawn around the bed so you can walk on it, but also it's easy to maintain. Today we're going to be using 2x10 Douglas fir boards to make our garden beds. You can use multiple boards like this to make them taller, but we're going to go with the slightly shallower beds because you don't need them to be that tall. To put these garden beds together, I'm not using anything fancy. I have some Deckmate 3.5-inch screws. I'm going to fasten them in to these boards, and that's going to hold our board together. And like Tommy, she either wants the 8 foot on the inside or the 8 foot on the outside. I can't remember, but I think I'm going to go with this, which makes it a little bit wider. Believe it or not, it is April and it's absolutely freezing out here. In the past you'll see me use pocket holes and things to build these beds, but overall just putting a screw in on the end, much more efficient, and it'll hold up just as well. So we're going to line this up, make sure it's level, and drive the screw in. These Douglas fir boards will start to rot over time, but we're going to get at least 10 seasons out of these before we need to replace them. Don't use pressure treated boards as they could leach chemicals into your vegetables. Each bed I'm building today uses 3 pieces of Douglas fir board and makes the total for each bed around $50, so really good value for money. I'm roughly going to position this where it needs to be. You'll see some sticks behind me, that's where our fence is going to go. So we're going to use the fence that's going to go around our property as 2 sides of the garden fence, just so you can stop dogs going in there and stop deer and stuff coming into it. It's really easy to build one of these garden beds. All 4 beds are now built and we've got them in position where we want them. And now all we need to do is start filling these beds. And what we're going to fill these beds with first is a leaf thatch blend that I've got piled up here that we pulled off the yard. So we're going to put this in first so that we can use less soil and compost to fill the beds up. This makes it a little bit more cost effective. So we've got a nice layer in here. This will compact down when we put the soil in here. Now we've got the soil, and if you're not got a gorilla cart, you should really get one. This makes something like this so much easier. Doing other tasks around the home is great with this gorilla cart. Saves you having to hold a lot of weight with your hands when you're using a traditional wheelbarrow, and it makes tipping really simple. See me here hauling it over from the truck to the bed. I can back it up to the bed. I use a couple of boards to lift up the back end so we can get it over the raised garden bed, and then I can just tip it straight into the bed. It's super simple. Doing that with a wheelbarrow will be a lot more labor intensive than this. We're just going to spread out the topsoil and put a load of compost into each bed, and here are the beds filled with topsoil and compost ready to plant. Really happy with how well this turned out. We got the perfect amount of soil and compost. My wife is very happy now because her garden beds are built and she can start planting in here. Thank you very much for watching. If you do want to see some more DIY content around the home, you should watch this video here next.